This just got completely insane. Cue the fire, and people everywhere from around the world are telling you to sell, sell, sell. And I say, cue the fire a second time. It might not turn out the way you think. Because I just stumbled upon a chart of a 35% rip to the upside, and it's this close. We're 1 inch away. And what I have to share with you in this video will either make you laugh, cry, or that indigestion stuff, but that was your fault from Saturday night. I mean, even my boy Kevin is crying, or he's really sick. But I want to break down something he said that is quite interesting. But he said it's an urgent message to all investors. And I say, if it's urgent, you know I'm doing it. And talking about doing it, pop the confetti. You know me. I'll try everything at least once, except for that college thing. It's twice. And also, I need to respond to a comment in the comments section. You said, where is a good place to be? Where, as an investor over whatever years? Well, Bradley, I don't know. Do I look like God? Well, I mean, I know the hair is from the gods, but other than, oh, you really? Thank you. Makes me feel a little tingly down there. Stock market to see more pain before reaching low. Oh, that's what Bank of America says. Bank of America strategist. This is a strategist, one step above the analyst. More market declines likely as Fed fights inflation, also known as just tightening it up. And I say that is great, Jeff. That nice image. That's very good. Do you have anything in this article that you want to point to some more Getty images? Nothing. We got nothing there. See, what I'm looking for in an article like this is a chart. I don't want to see any. I want charts, Jeff. Because yes, everyone knows there is not going to be a market bounce. Well, there's going to be bounces, but you are not going to hit a low, which I don't need to repeat this 100,000 times. Thanks, Fox Business. Until the Fed decides to reverse course. But don't think that we're out of the woods yet. That's what kind of looks like it is right now. And in regards to wood, I'm not referring to Kathy. And just in case a squirrel walks by and I forget this, and you all yell at me in the comments section, you forgot, give me 30 seconds. Well, give me 31 seconds. That was the wrong chart. This is Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. If you ever want it cheap, it's currently $11. So go get your Bitcoin just when you're like, if I could just get it at 11. Guys, we have a falling wedge. Actually, let me turn on one more thing just so you can see it more gooder, okay? It's when I teach, it's like, oh, I see that. See this little wedge? You want to know when the breakout is? It's going to be, well, I don't know what state you are when you say it's right quick. It's going to happen right quick. That's almost $16. From the current price that we're at, that's a 43.34% pump to the upside. But do not hold me to it because we are in a bear market, okay? Bear market rallies on that upside. I wouldn't say it's going to hit price target. You will actually find out all of that information in my bear market course. I mean, just in case you want to make money going down, hey, opportunity. Going up, hey, another opportunity. U.S. economy will soon start losing almost 200,000 jobs in a month. Thanks again, Bank of America. Bank of America warns, coming in from CNN, the most untrusted the most trusted in news? I just want to make sure I get it right. The most trusted name in news, right? Well, except, I mean, they do tell you that on their site. Once again, CNN is rated as the most credible television news source. Okay, from CNN. All right. I'm pretty sure if we look other places, CNN comes in at probably, 37%. That is the highest untrusted, which it beats everyone else. Let me just make sure. Anyone beat 37%? Oh, Fox. All right, CNN, we'll give you second place on that one. But coming in from the Fear and Greed Index, look at that. You investors should be licking your chops, but I'm not. Okay, there is not blood in the street, so just peer down through your windows. Now to answer the age-old question is, where do you see the best performance in years? That just sounds like an investor. And I have to answer it. I don't know. And I hate, I throw up an emoji like that. I don't know. Talk to investors. I can't get that right. You see, I trade technicals, not fundamentals. That's what got me into the TLT trade. You see, now the fundamentals on the bond market is that the Fed's going to reverse course and you're going to see that line go way up there. But rather than me listening to people in fundamentals, right, the Fed will pivot. Yes, we all know that. We all know that that gold is real money, and this paper stuff, that would be just paper stuff with presidents on it. I mean, honestly, the fundamentals, there is a 99% chance that the Fed will pivot. And I have my bond market friends, my bond friends, my investors, they're like, rates are going to go to zero. And when that happens, that goes through the roof. But that's fundamentals. And I even said on this channel, I'm like, this is a clear left shoulder. I mean, you can't get a better head and shoulders pattern that plays out right down there than anything. And good old Johnny Bravo's like, I'll take one for the team, kids. You guys are like, no, don't do it. Just wait until it hits price target. Ah, okay. Okay, Raggy. But I didn't listen to you. But that's okay. I mean, that's a 1 year outplay. Also, if you want to know, didn't I say this? How to trade a bear market. You right click right there, right click. You click sell. People are like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Just trust me. You make that percentage down. Oh, and just in case you wanted to know how much you would have made and I would have lost, price target was 30%, which right now it looks like I'm down probably 25%, which Bravo doesn't like to be down. That is why I trade charts. This is what I do 99.9% of the time. And like what I said earlier, I want to go over someone that is an investor and someone that is a trader and watch what he says, okay? And also, I have to shout out the amount of hustle this kid has. He 10x me. Whether you agree with him or disagree with him, the kid has hustle. Listen.
This is very hard. It is not compressing because of individual company fundamentals. I gotta wrap this up. I don't believe so. Like Tesla's individual company fundamentals, with the exception of foreign exchange impairments that I think they're going to take in Q3 earnings, and I think they're going to get hit hard on that. I could be wrong, but I think they're going to get hit hard on that. They have only fundamentally met expectations, if not exceeded them. But it's painful. And I'm buying the dip.
Let me pause that. So basically, at the same time he is buying the dip, I am making money on the dip. You know this because, what was it, a month ago? My short triggered right there. Why? Do you see that triangle? Exactly. Short got triggered. I exited 50% there. My next 50%. But we still have more room to the downside. So while everyone's buying the dip, I'm shorting it. Let me carry just in case you wanted to pass this along to friends, where the price target is on that would be $80. Quite honestly, my whole life teaching high school and college, I would teach fundamentals, and I was always wrong. And the kids are like, but it has strong earning growth. It has a great PE rate. You know, I put this all down. They're like, oh, Mr. Bravo, why am I losing money? I would say, well, Skylar, that is a great question. Let me pull things out of my hat to make me not look like an idiot. Also, if there is some reason you don't want to look like an idiot, just grab my course for $200 before it goes up while I'm filming how to make money on the way down. And if for some reason you're like, duh, I don't need that, well, then you could just keep looking like you. But I guarantee you there will become a time where the light bulb will go off and go, huh, dang, he just keeps getting all these calls right. Well, I mean, because it's just probabilities. That's just kind of how it is. Also, I promise you, it is very easy. Once you learn some patterns, a bear market, bull market, 200, you just click this and click one button. That's it. Then you click it one more time. And you see just paper trading right there. That's all we're doing. Also, if you want, connect your real account. There's a brokerage account that'll give you $150. Link in the description. It's called TradeStation. Just look for that one. Then once you get good at paper trading, you can go, I want to do with the big boys. But I mean, imagine how much knowledge you will have over investors once you learn technicals. You'll look at investors and go like, oh, I could see why you just lost all of your money. The stock market, and you're like, well, what about the bond market? You lost on that one? Okay, you got me. The stock market, I didn't close my position. I said minimum 1 year. The stock market is in trouble. That's because the bond market is very close to a crash. And I say, that's not a crash, that's clearly a crash. Actually, the bond market's supposed to be kind of boring from top to bottom. It's down 45%. That's a crash. This is the entire world. I mean, the bond market is 4 times, the stock market is nothing. Bond market is something. And the entire world is based on a debt-based bond system. We just lost 45%. I can tell you, The trillion-dollar players are not happy right now. You don't start taking people's lunch money and not expect that bad things are going to happen. It usually ends in war. That's why we're seeing so much tension. I mean, I know, Drudge, you're like, oh gosh, I forgot about that site 20 years ago. It's just quick stories. Look at Xi. Like, he's like, big military. We're going big. Everyone's talking war. Google search war. It's like pink. Google's like, that's what everyone's talking about. China. What else do we have? Taiwan force. We got some bad words down here that I can't use. I guess someone's gonna get their brains beat out. I mean, the rich are losing their bananas. That's if it was in their lunch. Look at this. Defiant. Xi tells world China is ready to stand its ground. That one also talking about debt and China and taking someone's lunch money and thinking everything will be okay. Look at this. And guess where it's happening? The bond market. China is facing a full-blown debt crisis with $8 trillion at risk as Xi Jinping eyes an unprecedented third term. And I say that is okay. I can take that. And like you and I, we know, okay? Now, I said at the beginning, well, maybe I didn't, but the teeter-totter, okay? Everyone is running to their short positions right now. That teeter-totter is going to go like that and knock everyone off. So do not be surprised if you see one of the most horrific bear market rallies that is going to rip everyone's face off. I'm talking about the 4%. That's when people are like, oh, the market's up today. You said it's down. Bro, you just lost 98% in your crypto. You know what it's like being down. Closed my Ethereum position at 4,300. And yes, the charts in crypto are telling me 12K. They're also telling me it could have a flash crash to 3,005K. Oh, you want to take advantage of that? Well, you're not going to because you're a buy and holder and you'd never even set in a buy position at that because you probably don't even know what you're doing. But I'm telling you guys right now, teeter-totter, it's getting ready to flip a lot of kids off of it. Oh, and you want to know who's going to be the culprit? I think still retail's in there. Behind Friday's market massacre, I struggle with that word, massacre, a huge burst of hedge funds. That's who created the blow off top. I don't know if it was a big top. A huge burst of hedge fund shorting, setting up another squeeze. Just in case you wanted to know where the hedge funds came in last time, and I did that on my, see that blue, I can't get it, hold on. See the blue line right there? That's when they're like, oh no, we can't. Retail's crushing us. That's when they all piled in and drove the market to all-time highs. I said, this is not a time you should be getting in. I'm just telling you. Also, Luxalgo, which, nope, not that one. It would be this one. See, this is definitely when the hedge funds started piling in. I'm like, oh man, this is not going to be pretty. And you want to know what kind of not pretty? Can you imagine if this is your left shoulder? Can you just imagine if that is your head? Can you imagine if we come down here, head back up, and then head lower? That, my friends, would be unpretty. And I'm cool with everyone yelling, screaming, getting all mad, sell-offs. Okay, all right, because that's what I need. As a momentum swing trader, I need those. And it's very favorable where it all goes down, right? And then it starts to recover. I'm like, get in. And then when it goes the other way, it's just, you play opposite day. Everyone's been waiting for a global recession. It's bad right now, moving from a recession to we're not in a recession yet. Sorry, 2 negative quarters are not a recession. And we might just have hit a tipping point. Major energy body says, well, it's easy to, how do you know based on charts whether we're going up or down? Oh, copper? I'll show you. Just come back over to the charts. What do we got here? We got Bitcoin, gold, copper. Do gold. No, let's just do, what are we on the monthly? Okay. And let me turn on a couple lines for you. Here's copper. You go underneath a certain line, you're like, oh, recession. You go underneath another one, oh, depression. Looking at the monthly, 200 day, you would have known when to get out. See way up there, which my finger can't get into it. It's like the no-no zone. So let me close that. All right, you got that one. 200 week, since we're currently on the monthly. Oh, guess what? We're under it. Now, if you're an investor, okay, go from here down. You can be investing. Let me turn on a couple more indicators. This is Luxalgo, link in the description. See that blue line? That's going to find support right there. And then it's going to break through and it's going to keep going. Everything that's on here, I can show you. Do you see maybe a double bottom? I mean, if you guys have subscribed or liked, subscribe's probably better. So then you can go, where was that guy? I forgot. What was his name? On this, look, here, I'll measure this. Can you see a double? See, there's your left bottom. There's your right. Here, let me measure it just for you. And let's find out where the price target, right there, right? Would you not agree? I'm pretty darn close. What you're going to do, that's the head right up there. That's price target. Look, see? Come over here, see where the sell button comes on? But I mean, how many people do this with fundamentals? Tell me. This is all, it's everything. Everything is, here, look, here, I'll move it all the way over to show you that price target was almost spot on. Guess what now, Karen? We're gonna move lower, okay? So this is about the time that, again, you come in here, you right click, you click trade, so that way you don't get wrecked. I want to see you guys make money, paper trading money, not lose money. It takes, like, it can make you sick, your health goes bad. How do you explain that to your husband or your wife? You're like, yeah, I mean, we kind of want to keep our money, right? I think that's a good idea. So thanks for hanging out to the very end. I love you guys. Stay free, and I'll see you tomorrow.